you come to me and you tell me, Tina, lately I've been feeling like a loser. I've been feeling that this one specific girl in my workplace, she's making me feel like less of a woman. That one Joe in my workplace makes me feel less of a man. I feel that my family members are underestimating me and my dreams and my plans. I feel like the whole world is turning against me. I feel like I can't even make friends. I can't even find a boyfriend. I can't even find a girlfriend. I don't have anyone to back me up with my dreams, so I don't think I can make it. I just feel alone. And I tell you, you're a loser. You're a sore thumb loser, and you know it. What will you think, and what will you say? You're probably thinking, this girl's a bitch. I come to her for advice, and she's calling me a loser. You can think like that, right? I can't even take my word back because I just called you a loser. What can you do? You can do two things. You can either, one, be like, oh, she called me a loser? Oh, great. Well then, what if I can just say, I'm happy? There, that's your answer. I'm happy. You call me a loser? I'm happy. You can write 10,000 tweets, 10,000 emails. You can spam my phone calling me a loser, make 10,000 people think I'm a loser. But you know what? This is my response. I'm happy. I'm happy. I really am happy. I'm just happy. You call me a loser, I'm happy. People can tell me I'm a loser, but I'm happy. Or you can say, oh, she called me a loser? There must be something wrong about me. Let me just sit in my sad little corner and just think about it and just sabotage myself and my self-worth and just eat ice cream and cry all day. You can do that, but what do you want to do? I'll leave that up to you. Let's talk about facts and logic here, okay? I know in a spiritual sense, we love through our soul, all right? But in science, in human anatomy, you process information through your brain. You love someone, you have that dopamine to love someone, you have that neural connection, that bonding energy, that bonding chemical through your brain. All of it is through your brain. The way you view life is through your brain, okay? It's all mental. And what is mental? Mindset. You can switch that negative thinking that someone gave you, let it marinate in your head, and be affected by it. Or you can switch it and be happy. And be like, I'm not affected. I'm glad that you called me a loser. Because then I can essentially say that I'm happy and I move on and I can prove to you why I'm happy and how I'm living life. All right? You can do that. Or you can just be sad, accept whatever they're saying to you, and just not let life move. Not let or allow yourself to move with life, to let life be with you. But you're just going to sit there and you're going to accept it. And then you are just going to label yourself as a loser. You tell everybody you're a loser, so everybody thinks you're a loser now. Okay? I say this because I'm a master at switching things and calling it my reality. I remember when I was 5, I wasn't born in the US. I came from Vietnam. I flew to the US for a better education. So I was at this field trip, okay? I was at this bus. I did not know any English. Everyone was excited. And I sat next to this boy. He was excited. He was saying some mumbo jumbo, staring at the window. And I wanted to make friends with him. So instead of speaking in Vietnamese, because that's all I know, I copied what he was saying with excitement, okay? He turned around, looked me up and down, and just said, shut up. And I didn't know what shut up meant, so I said, shut up. Like, I was happy, because I didn't know what it meant, and I wanted to be his friend, so I just copied whatever he was saying. And he got super annoyed. I could feel the emotional atmosphere between us. And from there, I was just quiet. Like, I understand the emotional cue of it. I was just quiet, but I was still, like, smiling, happy, you know? Because I didn't know what shut up meant. I came home. My aunt told me what shut up meant, and I'm like, oh, so that boy didn't like me. He called me shut up. I now know what shut up means. Should I be affected? I wasn't affected at that moment. I didn't know what it meant. and I was happy. It didn't affect me. The whole day I was happy. Now that I know, why should I be sad? Why should I be sad? Cartoon Network is playing right now. Why should I be sad? I shouldn't. I shouldn't, because Cartoon Network is playing. I'm gonna enjoy that show and move on with my day because I have better things to do. In a sense, what I'm trying to say here is you can allow things to affect you, okay, in a positive or in a negative way. Humans, I think, are built to enjoy happiness, to enjoy pleasure, to enjoy dopamine, essentially. We are built to like those things. I dare to say that in life, our memories are most remembered of pain. We remember pain the most. We remember sorrowful times the most. We reminisce through it or whatever, and we think about it. Who hurt us, who betrayed us. We remember it more clearly than happy moments that we had throughout our life. Why? Because humans are not built to tolerate pain. The moment you were born from this earth, you cried. And there must be a reason why you cried, okay? So if you know this, if you know that a negative mindset is such an unpleasant thing, why do you allow yourself to feel that way when you could switch it, because it's all in the mind, okay? It's all in the mind. You can switch it and be like, I'm not going to allow this to make me sad. I'm not going to allow this to make me feel like a loser, sore thumb person. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to switch my mindset and not let that person affect me, because I won't let that affect me. And because I'm not letting that affect me, I wasn't bullied. I wasn't technically bullied. People called me that I was, oh yeah, you were bullied. You were really bullied. People didn't like you. And I can just say, no, I wasn't bullied because I wasn't affected. That Joe, that Jessica, that Sarah over there, she can say all these things to me, but I'm not affected. So I'm not bullied. I'm not bullied. I'm strong. I don't care. I really don't. And if 10,000 people was against me, but I say that I'm happy, I say that I can do things on my own, I'm capable of greatness, then you can't tell me what to do, because I'm unstoppable. I make things happen. Now that you have not allowed someone to affect you, we can go straight into the formula on how to be less lonely, less outcasted, more confident, more believing in your abilities to accomplish things, and to feel okay with being alone. Feeling okay that some people might not like you, that you're not likable. There's a formula that I have made for myself that makes me feel unstoppable even as I'm sitting here today. So 4 things to remember, right? Number 1 is integrity. Number 2 is mental and physical health. Number 3 is finding a hobby, finding yourself, finding something to do. And number 4 is, most importantly, standing your ground. That is the complete formula in creating an unstoppable person after you have accepted that no one should affect you. All right, let's get into it. Okay, all right, number 1 was integrity. In my definition of integrity, it means it is doing the right thing when no one is watching. It is when you are living by the universal principle of becoming and being a good person, being a humble person, all right? And you can practice this by the end of the day, listing 3 things that you're grateful for, okay? That keeps your heart humble. But throughout the day, for example, doing the right thing when no one's watching, you see a nail that is on the road, okay? A person who has bad intentions will look at that nail and think, which car will actually get affected by this nail? Which person would step on it and will be injured? I wonder who. That is a completely morally unjust person. But if you are that person, please change who you are, okay? Because you're not even doing anything about it. A good person with good integrity would see that nail and completely understand that there is cause and effect. You pick up that nail and you throw it away because someone might get injured, someone might be hurt, and there might be some circumstances, all right? You do things when no one is watching, okay? I will let you discern on what is right and what is wrong, but there are universals to this. There's universals that you should not be cheating, you should not be lying, or you should not be wishing or doing harm to others, okay? Doing the right thing when no one's watching outside in society, and as well as for yourself. Please do not lie to yourself on who you are. Be truthful to who you are. At the end of the day, tell yourself, what did I do wrong? How should I improve myself as a person? And what if, and what not, what is, what I should do the following day. How can I become a better person? The second thing is mental and physical health. This ties back to the word integrity, because integrity is doing the right things when no one's watching. Now you're doing it onto yourself. You're keeping a promise to yourself to upkeep yourself to your fullest potential, all right? If you don't take care of your body, your mind, your soul, how can you operate life in its full potential? Correct? It is like having a rundown used car that hasn't gone an oil change in years, and you expecting that it runs in its fullest potential on the road. It will break down. I guarantee you 100%, okay? So if you can't even take care of yourself, how can you take care of others? How can you do the right thing outside in society when you don't even have the integrity for yourself to do the right thing for your own mind, body, and soul? Does that make sense? So once you get your body moving, eating right, okay, thinking right, being grateful, then you will see life in a different perspective, okay? I can't guarantee you that you'll be 100% happy, but you'll probably be 10% happier, 30% happier, who knows, okay? But you will feel better, I guarantee you that, and it's proven scientifically and factually, all right? It's a science thing, okay? To take care of yourself, that you'd feel much better, okay? So that's 2. To add to this mental and physical health thing, addictions. Addiction will kill your life away. Addiction and bad habits. Call it beer, call it wine, call it cigarettes, call it vapes, call it drugs, call it shows up until 1 a.m, call it you waking up at 2 p.m. because you were doom scrolling and all that stuff, okay? Bad habits. Think about it. I want you to visualize you in chains with these inanimate objects that's controlling your life and way of being. Why am I allowing these things that don't have feelings, that don't have emotions, that can't even do good for my life? Why am I in chains? Why am I a freaking slave to it? Okay? If you allow these things to control you, you're no less of a freaking animal. Okay? The difference between a man and an animal is a conscience. Okay? A man has conscience. A person has conscience from right or wrong to decipher things around them, to make a decision, all right? And you decide, okay, this bed is going to be my master and I'm going to be its slave. I'm going to be in chains with this forever and I'm never going to let life go, okay? That is disgusting, all right? Be a slave to good habits, okay? If you can be a slave to your alcohol, okay, then you can absolutely be a slave to a 5 a.m. workout, to a 5 a.m. wake up to do something, all right? Would you rather be like that? Or would you rather be a slave where life eats away from you slowly and slowly because of some inanimate object that you can't control? Even pornography. Cut that shit out. Why are you letting it allow yourself to be like that, okay? Number 3 is finding who you are. Finding a hobby, finding a job, finding a purpose. Now, some of y'all would probably be sitting in your room and being like, oh, what's the purpose of life? Why am I here? I didn't ask to be here. I don't want to be here. I didn't ask for my parents to bring me to this world. I don't want to do it. I don't like life. I hate life, okay? If you're feeling that way, then you probably didn't do the 2 steps that was said before, which is integrity and taking care of your body. Okay, once you have those 2 things down and you're up to this hobby thing, you'll be ready. You'll be so ready to find something new to do, to find yourself. And that can be where you have to change your state of living, your environment, the people that you're hanging out with. Okay, that needs to happen. You need to accept change. In order to transform, you need to accept that some things will change, some people might go, some things will not be there anymore. Okay, you need to accept that. Once you accept change, things will start moving. Life will start moving, okay? You will feel the momentum of it, okay? You're gonna sit there and you're gonna think, okay, now that I have this integrity, this physical and mental health done, I need to find something to do with my life, okay? I don't know what it is, but I'll give it a try, okay? And you can try a new hobby, like picking up a new instrument, learning a new language, finding a purpose, finding a new job, whatever it is, okay? If you watched a movie or you watched a series and you were interested in a specific subject, explore that subject. Who knows where it leads you, okay? And another important thing is that once you see it, you like it, you try it out, and you're determined to reach it, you need to reach it in its fullest form. Don't give up. You know, that is the word that my dad always say. Don't give up. Once you are passionate and you're sure you're passionate about it, do not give up. Whatever you do, do not give up on yourself, on the thing that you're targeting towards, okay? Because if you give up, then you're gonna feel all sad again. And you don't wanna be sad, all right? Don't give up, because if you give up, you're calling yourself a loser. There's only winners and losers here, okay? If you're watching my video, that's the principle that I always want you to remember. There are winners and there are losers, okay? You either lose or you win. Don't give up. Okay, number 4 is standing your ground. Standing your ground, okay? We already got integrity down. We already got physical, mental, throwing away your addictions. Number 3 is finding a purpose. Number 4 is standing your ground, okay? You walk into a room, okay? You should be dressed right, okay? In any occasion. You should not be a freaking slop. Why are you a slop? Why are you allowing yourself to be a slop? Okay, let me just go to class, wear some joggers, wear some t-shirt, and wear some flip-flops, and not have my hair done, not even put gel, I don't care, not even brush my teeth. I'm just gonna walk in there, just be a freaking loser and ugly as hell. Like, okay, do that, okay? Have fun doing that, because no one's gonna look at you, no one's gonna like you, okay? That's the absolute truth. No one likes to look at ugly things, because you're letting yourself be ugly, okay? You don't have to be the prettiest in the room, okay? The freaking handsomest in the room, okay? But you can do things that is easily adjusted, okay? Wake up, make your bed, all right? Put on some clothing that is presentable at the right occasion. Don't wear some trashy look, okay? As long as it's, you know, proper for that occasion. It's not distracting in a provocative way. It is proper, it is good, it is tailored, it is right. You will look okay. Just look presentable. Make your hair presentable. Wash your face. Put on some makeup. Who knows? What you need to do is look presentable, okay? Standing your ground, walking in there with confidence, standing upright, up straight, okay? My sister told me that the documentary that she watches is that a lot of physical abuses or domestic abuses are found in people or women who are like this, like they just put their body down like this, they're just timid and shy. You allow people to target you because you are setting that tone in everybody around you, okay? Stand straight, stand your ground, all right? Know who you are, look presentable, and you'll be fine. Whether you're not confident or whether you're confident or not, that builds time. That builds over time, all right? So once you stand your ground, some Joe, some Jessica, some Sarah would come, I think this and that. I think you're this and that. Who are they to tell you anything? Because you got all those 4 things down. I'm a completely capable person, and if you come to me with some non-constructive criticism, with your bullying, it doesn't affect me, okay, Jessica? Go to the gym, please. Why are you criticizing me when you have nothing to show for it? For the most part, the people who have something to say to you, the people who like to turn people against you, the people who be joking at you, okay, without this constructive criticism or even the care for you, Okay, they're not doing any of those things that I just listed. Okay, they're just slobs that are jealous of another slob that is becoming a better person. Okay, you have the power to change who you are. You can't change that person or their thoughts and ideas. You can't change your husband's mind, your wife's mind, your girlfriend, your boyfriend's, your mother, your father, okay? You can't change anybody but yourself. And if you can't change yourself, then nothing's gonna happen for you, okay? You're gonna continue being bullied. You're gonna continue being called a loser if you can't change yourself and who you are, all right? And if you do all these 4 things and you feel like no one likes me, I feel alone, I still feel alone. Great, great, absolutely freaking great, because it is called process of elimination. People who are meant for you will be there for you, okay? People will find the quality in you. They will stay and they will stick. And if no one is with you, then, and you're doing all these 4 things, right? Then the people around you must be a problem, okay? Change location. Go to another country. For all I care, go to another freaking city, okay? Go somewhere else. Change your environment. Change the negativity that is around you. If you can change your environment, you can change the people who you're hanging out with, you'll be fine, okay? And actually, once you have these 4 things down, you don't need people to validate your feelings. You can stand on your own ground. You can be like, I'm okay by myself. I'm okay by myself. You either take it or leave it, okay? I'm okay by myself. I'm living right. I'm doing what's needed to do, okay? I'm a good person. I don't care. Go. Bye-bye. You know, if that guy that you're with and he's treating you like shit, leave. Leave. Absolutely freaking leave, okay? If she's treating you like shit, leave. Because I have this life that I'm going on, and it's either you're in it or you're out of it, all right? Friendships too, okay? You need to own it as a person, okay? Integrity as yourself. But babe, like, I really don't like what you're wearing, you know? Like, it's just like, it's so like, it's like freaking funky and stuff. More of the reason to wear it, you know? As long as it's not provocative, as long as it's not offensive outside in public, as long as it's none of that, I'm gonna wear what I'm gonna wear, okay? But I really don't like what you're wearing, you know? Like, I really think it's not suitable for you. But sometimes you have to listen to their advice and, you know, look at it, if discern it, you know? But if it's still, like, within your taste, then please freaking wear it, okay? You are who you are. They are who they are, okay? Don't conform to their opinions, okay? Never do that, all right? Once you allow someone to affect you, they will affect you like always. You set a precedent for them, okay? If you don't like something, say it up straight, okay? Say no, okay? Say I don't like that. Say I don't tolerate that, okay? Be upfront with who you are as a person. What are you doing, you know? And in any case, if you do all these 4 things, you live right, you're gonna feel happy being alone because it's peaceful, all right? I can say so for myself. My phone have 0 notifications. No one's blowing up my phone, okay? For all I care, I don't really care, okay? I don't have that much friends, okay? I have my own hobbies, my own interests. I can do things alone. I'm happy. And I can make friends, okay? I can go out in society, have a conversation with someone, like a decent conversation, and be fine with that, you know? Once you do what is right, you do what needs to be done, you're gonna feel self-assured. And when a person is self-assured, they are unstoppable with whatever they're doing. Their plans, their ideas, their dreams, okay? They don't need anyone to tell them who they are, who they should not be, because they have what's needed. It's themselves and the dream that they're going towards. And if you believe in God, okay? God will take you from plan A to plan B to plan C. He will take you everywhere, okay? He will take you to where you want to be, okay? So trust in that, because with God, all things are possible. Thank you.